All right, for more on this, we are now being joined by Mr. Ansh Kachara, F&O trader, live from Mumbai. Mr. Kachara, welcome to World Business Watch. I wanted to understand from you, now, why do you feel F&O trading is gaining so much popularity? And before you get into that, if you can quickly, just for the sake of our viewers, explain what F&O trading is all about.
Hi Shivam, thank you so much for having me. I will explain it to you how I would explain it to your 15-year-old. What basically future means is it's supposed to be a leveraged contract, and what that means is by just paying a lakh upfront, you can trade stocks worth say 10 lakh rupees, right? The upside to this is when you have shares worth 10 lakh and you paid a lakh upfront, and the stock moves by 10%, you essentially double your capital instead of making a 10,000 rupee gain. But the downside is when it goes down by 10%, you blow up your entire capital, right? That is what futures is. Options is a whole different ball game. We can sit and talk on options for hours, but what options is supposed to be used for is it's supposed to be a hedging instrument, and you're supposed to use it to protect yourself from the everyday volatility of the market. But the problem is no one is doing that nowadays, right? And why is it gaining popularity? Firstly, gaining popularity would be a bit of an understatement because right now it's reached levels that probably no one would have thought of, right? India's options market or NSE as a derivatives exchange is the biggest in the world. And just for reference, the US market capitalization is at 55 trillion and India is at 5 trillion, right? But India's options market is bigger than the US options market. For every 1 rupee of cash traded in the Indian options market, Indian market, 400 rupees of F&O is traded, right? And just for reference again, Germany is second at 35. So firstly, something needs to be done, right? India's options market is in borderline bubble territory because it's reached level that I don't think anyone would have ever imagined. And just to answer your question, why is it gaining popularity? First has to be COVID, right? When we were all sitting at home, and I'm guilty of it too. That is when a lot of people got into the market in the first place. Second would be discount brokers. A lot of these new apps have come which have made it really easy for people like me to trade, right? And they've made very exciting UI and they've made it cheap, and that's a major reason why a lot of people are into it now. And the third major reason I see why people are getting into F&O trading is social media. There's a lot of awareness that's going around, and a
Yeah.
lot of people are just selling their dreams. Because technically, you can make unlimited money, right, in this market on any given day in futures and options. But the problem is you won't. But the problem is you can, right? The major reason why
Yeah, I like how
these
you
three
put it.
reasons
The
are the reason why.
problem is you won't, but the problem is also that you can. And the concept of unlimited
Correct.
money, it always attracts everyone. But yeah, you put
Correct.
it very
Correct.
briefly as you
It's
would explain it to someone who's new to it. But Ansh, I also wanted to get your thoughts on this. Do you feel higher taxes discourage F&O trading altogether?
So this is a great question, right? The problem is, what kind of tax are we talking about? If we're talking about income tax, SEBI says 95% of the traders anyway don't make money, right? So there's not a lot of people making money for income tax to affect this. Second would be increasing your charges on trading. India is anyway the most expensive market in the world for anyone to trade in, right? All the transaction costs we pay, the STT, the charges, which is a lot more than any other market. So these things are anyway there. I don't think this will make a very big difference. This won't discourage a lot of traders from trading F&O, is what I can tell you.
All right, Ansha. And also, how effective do you feel will a TDS be in improving tracking and compliance there?
Compliance and tracking again, I don't think is the biggest issue. The biggest issue that you know the market participants are right now facing is the volatility. Making money, not making money, all of that is a secondary problem. The first main problem that we're facing is volatility, right? None of these moves have been off late making any sense. Market goes up 200 points, goes down 500 points. And this is again unusual, right? This is not supposed to happen. Derivatives are supposed to derive its value from cash and not the other way around, which is happening. So I think a major reason, major change that the government can make sure it happens is a lot of these foreign hedge funds have started coming to the Indian market and started trading it, and they've been making billions of dollars of it, right? That is something international hedge funds are supposed to be controlled. Is that is how the main difference will take place. And the other thing we can do is we can increase the minimum lot size. Instead of say a Nifty contract being 50, we should keep it at 150, and don't change the minimum contract value. I think that will make a big difference.
All right, Ansh. Thank you so much for making
But
time
to
and
answer
joining
your
us. You want to add something there?
Thank you so much.
All right, all right. That was Ansh.
No, I just wanted to.
Ansh Kachara, F&O trader. There'll be lots to discuss. We'll have you on the show again and discuss this
Yeah,
further.
thank you so
That was
much.
Ansh joining us from Mumbai. Thank you so much.